So, let's talk about 1977, the beginning of the Linwood days. Let's say that I'm more than qualified to talk about it because, yes, I was around and I started paying attention at a young age. Oh, and yes, my mom, she took pride in slicking my hair down like she did. Some of y'all remember. As you've heard, the church began to grow and grow and grow. So the Emmanuel Temple Church family headed to Linwood. It was not a small transition either. It was huge, and the people were ready. Everybody got dressed up in their best. They looked good, by the way. And we were ready for the next phase. So Elder Carl and Sister Janet Stewart, they were pleased and ready to get busy. As you heard, it was about his preaching. Elder Stewart was passionate concerning telling people about Jesus Christ and all about salvation. When I was young, sitting in the pews and playing with my toys, the people was having church. I mean, they were singing, clapping, praying, dancing in the spirit for joy. And this was a real church family. And you can't have family without people. And my mom and dad, they loved the people. There was a lot of people too. I mean, the church was always packed. And there were tons of young people. Emmanuel Temple was full of so many amazing people. People who loved, people who served, and people who really cared. Families, they gathered together. They had fun together. And when I think back to those days as a kid, one could easily tell that this church was all about coming together. And when we got together, it was a good old time. I remember we used to have big dinners on the parking lot. Man, those days were so much fun. But 10 years later, Dr. Stewart said, it's time to rebuild again. And sometimes, in order to build, you have to tear some things down and start over. And the church came together once again. They gave up their time, their money, their resources, and we began construction on a new building. So we did it again. We marched. This time, it was from Bateman Hall, and we headed up Bullis Road to the front of our brand new sanctuary. This was the first time we walked into a brand new building that we had built. To God be the glory for the things He has done. We still had church. We still sang. We still served. And we still loved each other. But time brings about a change. We grow. We get older. We become seasoned. We become wiser. Then God says, well done, good and faithful servant. Transition is inevitable. And the baton was passed on to me to lead the church into its next season. I accepted the position as pastor, understanding the history of this church and the love of this church from the people. And so, we continue. I believe that a good church will always have its people and its community in mind. And with that said, we still sing, we still serve, we still love the fellowship and have fun. And yes, we still know how to love. And that brings us to GET Now.